My friend Todd Bannor, a local photographer and videographer I know, interviewed me for his YouTube channel. One of several questions he asked is how I got into travel blogging and writing. I share my answers on my channel. To see the entire interview, check out and subscribe to his channel or catch some of the mini segments on mine.
How did you get into travel writing and travel blogging?
Todd, it was something I've been thinking about doing for a really long time. For probably 10 years, I had talked about it. I had wanted to do it. And it really was a pandemic that had given me the chance to do it. Prior to the pandemic, I was the special events manager at our local Chamber of Commerce, running big public-facing events and doing volunteer management. And when the pandemic came, I had a lot of time on my hands. Everybody was social distancing, we weren't doing events. And it really gave me a chance to think about this dream, not necessarily to be trite, but it really was. It was something that I had thought about doing for 10 years. My background is deeply entwined in travel. It's something that I've been doing. And since the age of 9, I grew up in St. Louis, and my family took their first trip to the mountains. We didn't travel a lot when I was younger. I have 3 sisters, or there are 4 girls in the family, and it just really was too expensive. But every 4 or 5 years we would take a trip, and when I was 9 we went to Colorado, and it was the first time I saw the mountains. And at that point it blew my mind. I mean, the topography was so different than anything that I'd ever known, and it bit me. That was the travel bug people talk about, is I wanted to see more of the world. I realized how much bigger the world was and how much more I wanted to see it. So at that point, I made travel a priority. I scrimped and saved throughout high school and college, and I made a lot of trips happen that were difficult to do. I did internships abroad, and I backpacked in Europe after college, and even volunteered to make it last longer. And once I met my husband, we traveled together, and even we both turned 30 when we did that years ago at this point. We did around the world backpacking trips. So I've been to over 40 countries. I've traveled throughout the United States. I'm a huge fan of national parks. I just love the exploration, the sense of discovery, and the learning that comes with travel. I've been deeply passionate about it, and the pandemic gave me a chance to really give it a shot. The most intimidating thing about being a travel writer and blogger was the actual writing. I'm an avid reader. I know good writing when I read it, and I was pretty sure that I wasn't going to be able to duplicate it. But here I am a year and a half later, and I've been practicing. And if practice doesn't necessarily make perfect, it gets me a whole lot better. I'm faster, I'm better, I'm able to communicate, the things that I deeply care about. And that's really how it came to be. The pandemic gave me that opportunity. I had the chance to work on something that was very intimidating to me, which was the writing. I learned to build a website, which wasn't the intimidating part, ironically, at all. And work in graphic design, improve my photography, my videography. I've learned a ton, and I launched the website just under a year ago. And